Okay, I did some finagling with the OBS settings because I figured out that, yeah, OBS was, yeah, all the issues we so far have been exclusively because of OBS. Well, okay, I'm not being completely fair. Also, part of it is also that it's a very old laptop and just can't handle too much. But yeah, no, but OBS was what was, it was asking a lot of my CPU, which is strange because I never had that problem with other recordings, but I don't know, maybe something about it is an emulator, despite being the Nintendo DS. Maybe just the nature of it being an emulator makes it a little more demanding. So yeah, from here on out, I basically I just lowered the quality of the output, but I don't think I'm not sure if you as the viewer will end up seeing the difference, because I made two changes. One, I made even though this game runs in 60, I made the output record in 30. But I don't know if that'll end up mattering, because once I edit everything, it ends up at 30 frames per second anyways. So yeah, I'm not sure how significant of a quality loss that'll actually end up being. And then I checked up some other setting. It changed the video encoder. So it said a lower CPU usage but end up increasing the file size, which is not ideal. Well, depending on how much it increases the file size. If it's not too much, then, or whatever. The point is, it should be something I deal with on my end, which I'll deal with that later. I mean, I run into memory issues fairly often, so higher file sizes aren't too attractive for me right now. But I also have hard drives and stuff to help alleviate some of that. Anyways, I wanted to gamble some more, so well, I guess it's not really gambling, but yeah, the game's running so much better now. It's probably not. There's probably still going to be some hiccups here and there. I was honestly kind of disheartened because I really wanted to play this game, and I was going to say, maybe I just take the footage that I have, cut my losses, or I just play it on my own. Say, instead of having every moment of my life be for content, actually, enjoy something. But yeah, that's a crazy one, right? Who would ever do such a thing? Hold on. Actually, I feel like this one. Hold on. Alright, I feel like this one actually ended up solving itself. Because I went through my normal process of just filling in everything it could possibly be before, based on one of the rows before eliminating things. But if you look at this one, because there's a 1 right here, and because none of these can possibly be a 3, that means the only way for this to have to sound is for this to be a 2, this to be a 2, this one too. Oh. I miscounted, but I was still right. Actually, no. Where I messed up is that this was point is I didn't blow myself up. That's the point. So, given that this is that means this one can't be a 2 actually. So, one of these two is the last one I care about. Now, is it possible that I care about both of them? No. No, it isn't. But why is that? Some part of the math didn't math correctly. Because let's see. This has to be a 1. No, it doesn't. No, yes it does. Wait, I'm stupid. So like if the Voltorb is there, then the rest of these would make it out to 5. This one has to be a 1, so that means this is the last one of any value. Because, well, yeah. Hopefully I didn't explain myself too much there, but hopefully that was followable. Also, I would, I don't know how many people would watch, but I, I would absolutely be willing to make an entire video just on Voltorb Flip. This one can't be a 2 actually. This one can't be a 2 actually. Because this one's already a 3, we know that. So no points left in here. No points left here, no points here, no points here, no points here. So that means we just need to analyze these squares. I wonder if I can run through that same crazy leap of logic I did that one time. You know, where I just said, hey, if this thing is 2, and then I solved the entire thing. So let's start up here. If this is 2, let's just assume this is 2. If that were true, then this could not be 2, and therefore I don't care about it. Neither these could be 2, and I also don't care about them. Furthermore, that would mean this would have to be 3. In fact, this one actually could not be a Voltorb. And that would also mean if this had to be 3, so that means this one, assuming this is 2, this has to be 3. These 2 add up to 4. Now if I were to eliminate these 2, to get to 7, this would have to be 3. In fact, if I were to eliminate this one, then you could not add up to 7, which means that this one would also have to be 3, and these 2 would have to be Voltorbs. That's all given that this is 2. Okay. I was gonna say, it wasn't guaranteed, I don't think it was guaranteed because, okay, didn't give me a whole lot of data, but a 2 being right here does help me fill out this row at the very least. Not a lot, but it helps. So, the rest of these spaces can all either, the only possibilities. However, if that were the case, because this can't, that means now I don't feel that smart. Oh, this one gives me no data. By no data, I mean I'll get like a free one with 0. What? Let's just pick a random thing and hope it's safe. And by pick a random thing and hope it's safe, I'm going to pick you. Let's assume this is 2. This is actually annoying, I don't want to solve it. Oh, okay, cool, we don't have to assume. Still has to be another 2. If this is a 2, I have solved it, otherwise I just wasted all my time. Oh wait, hold on. Considering this is 1, these can't be, that means both of these have to be 3s. So that's the only way to, is that the only way? Yes, that is the only way to, no. 1, 2, 2. Those 2 add up to, either, point is both of these have to be points. And also, neither of these can have points. So given that 3, hold up 2, so 4 divided by 2, this could be point, or point, or 2, 2. I kind of want to just say fuck it. Because the way I'm looking at it is that this one's probably safe. Yeah, if this one's safe, then this one's safe. Basically, I think it comes down to a 50-50, yeah? I don't know if there's a way to logic it past that. Boom. Okay. So that means boom, boom. Um, this should be it. They give. Oh, why do you have to? It gives me so little to start with, game. I need this one in the corner. Okay. I need something. That actually, that actually tells me a lot. So it means I'm pretty sure this cannot be a 3. In fact, I think that means these two have to be safe. Actually, it means that both of these have to be. Because 4 plus 2. Yeah. So far, so good. Unfortunately, we are now back to the age-old 50-50. I'd say screw it. Oh. Okay, cool. Okay. So, 1, 2. Cool, literally has to be both. What the? Oh, I guess it could have been a 3. I rushed ahead. This one has to be a 3, yep. I could have figured that one out. Okay. Okay, this one is actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, this one's done. Wait, does that mean this one has to be a 3? Yep. Okay, that means this one has to be a 2. Cool. It's also worth knowing that we're about a quarter of the way to a Dratini. I don't know how interesting this is, like, content-wise. I will be editing this down, like, no matter what. You know, to make myself look better, obviously. But I don't know if it's worth, like, grinding it off, like, off camera and then coming back, or if it's actually, or if it's, I mean, whatever, I'll put it on camera, who cares. All the points that are left in this match are in here. So, if there's 6 points, that means one of these has to be like that. Now given that, let's see, there can only be 5 here. So there's a 3, so 3, plus, let's say that, plus, it can't be, this one has to be this, boom. Cool. Now of course I still don't know if that's a Voltorb or not. But I know it can't be, there has to be a 2 in one of those. And one of them. Hold on, how did I come to the conclusion that they both had to be 3s? How did I do that? Because they could have both been 2s and the math would have still worked out fine. Oh wait, no, that's because, but no wait, that's because all of these are 3. That's right, that's how I figured it out. Which means that, once again, because of all, yeah, because these are, because the 2 can't be over here. Wait. Yeah, that reasoning was actually incredibly stupid. I got very lucky. So we have a 3. 3, 4, 5. It could be 3. Still could be 3. Okay. Now this is a 3, 3, 3. Now 2, 2. 1. Bam, bam, bam. That checks out. Now this is a Voltorb. Voltorb plus that makes Voltorb plus that's 2. Well, I'm getting this. I don't think this can be a Voltorb. Cool. That means this one has to be a 2. Boom. Okay, once again, the game didn't give me much to go off of, so we're gonna have to do some guesswork. Fuck it. Hey guys, I found the last Voltorb. Fuck it. Okay, but this one should be an easy solve. They give me a lot. No, can't be here. Or nothing we care about can be here. Alright, this could be a 2. This could be a 2. This could be a 2. In fact, yeah. Can't be anything but a 2. Or 1, but whatever. Or 1 or both, but whatever. This should illustrate better. Okay, this is both, yeah. Nothing above can't be. Actually, given that this is a 2, that means the only remaining thing in here can be a 3. Which means that given that this cannot be a 3, it has to be a Voltorb. And this, given that this also cannot be a 3, it has to be a Voltorb. Which means that given that this is a Voltorb, this one is a 2. Which means that this can't be a 2, and this can't be a 2. Which means that this one, that means the 3 is right here. This is the least likely spot to blow me up, because it's the intersection of 2 very high point things. Of course it's not guaranteed. Case in point. Alright, given that this is a 2, let's see. 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Given that this is a 3, the remaining one in here has to be a 2. Now there's a 2 here, and there could be a 2 here. I'm gonna go for it on this one. Okay. That didn't help me. I just figured it had a low likelihood of blowing me up. So that means 3. That means 1? 1 plus this has to equal 4. Or 1 plus this has to equal 4. Or both of these can equal 4, and that can be nothing. Point is that one of these has points. But we know that this one doesn't have points, which means that, let's say the Voltorb's up here. 2, 3, 4, 5. One of these is a 2. I'm gonna guess on this one. Okay, cool. That means boom. Yep. And that means boom. That also means, let's see, pom pom. That means this has to have points. Oh wait, is this the last one that can possibly have points? Let's see, let's say Voltorb. Yeah. I'm guessing. Okay, level 1 should be easy, despite the fact that this opening hand looks very not fun to play. This is probably the least likely one to blow me up. Alright, hold on. Oh. Okay, so... there's 1, 2 in here. One of these is a 2. So let's assume this is a 2. That would mean this is also a 2. That can't be. That would mean this is a 3. Now, and that this is a 3, that would mean that this is a 2. Correct? No, it would mean that this is a 3 as well. If this is a 3, then the math checks out there. That math checks out. But that's assuming that this is a 2. If we assume that this is a 2, then that would mean that this has to also be a 2, right? 2. Right, yeah. 2 plus 2 is 4, and then plus one of these 2 would make 6. If this is a 2, then that means this has to be a 2. Now, if this is a 2, then 2 plus 1 is 4. That means this one is impossible if this is a 2. If this is a 2, then the whole thing's impossible, which means this has to be a 2. Which means this is a 3, and this is also a 3. And I'm done. Okay. I made a horrible mistake. Two, 3, 1. 3 plus 1 is still 4. No, okay. Given this is a 2, there can't be a 3 in here. I More information, I need to take a logical guess. This is probably the least likely space to blow me up. Okay, given that, I should be able to solve the entire thing now. Right? Because that means the remaining thing, this has to be a 2. Which means boom boom and boom boom. Which means that this has to be a 2. Which means this has to be a 2. Cool. Cool. That's how it works out. Okay, cool. Cool. This is annoying. What can everything be here? With one space missing, there could be a 3, 2. Okay, with 2 spaces missing, I need to add up to 3. Or need to add up to 6. Mom. This is gonna be a 3. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. This one, because there's 2 spaces missing, so let's just assume. Let's assume these are both. If these are both 1s, then there's no way to add up to, yeah. So these are both Voltorbs. Then, because you could have 3. Oh no, you can't have a 3 actually. Well, no, you can have a 3, 2, 1. This is the same old that we've also been saying. There's either 2 2s or 1 3 in this one. But now let's assume, now let's go over here. Let's have a 3 in it. Yes, yes you can. Can this have a 3 in it? Let's see. 3 plus. I want to guess here. Cool. Oh wait, cool, that also means that. Oh, wait. That's what that means. Okay, cool. Also means I believe that also means this is safe. This is a 2. Okay. Okay. That means this has to be a 3. Okay. I'm gonna do something crazy. It's called throwing the game. I'm guessing. Okay. Okay, that's Voltorb. I'm Voltorb flipped out, man. This is why they don't put clocks in casinos. Listen, I was gonna do this earlier, but then, oh yeah, the whole thing with OBS happened. Anyways, the point is, I think you have you have upgraded. You are now Frank. You are Frank. Oh, you said Route 31. 34, 32. $31. Oh yeah, it would be easier to go through here through the thing and then the thing, yeah. It's time for a really annoying fight with a pseudo-ludo. Oh yeah, I wonder if we could do this first. Oh, Vulpix, I'm hoping to catch one of those on this route. Gotta love how the trainers here just take one Pokemon and run it down mid. I'm looking at you, Lance, with your 3 Dragonites. Oh, I'm very familiar with you. I keep getting all these numbers because I know eventually they rematch. But hey, don't call text, bro. I think this game came out before texting was really like a thing, but still, do that. I'm gonna heal up because if I remember correctly, this Sudowoodo is actually probably gonna fuck me up. And unfortunately, if I remember correctly, isn't it grass ground, grass rock, or something like that? I mean, Ice Fang should put in some work. Actually, wait, does rock resist, or how does rock and ice work together? I don't remember, and I'm not going to look it up right now. The point is, the fact that it's a grass type is concerning for a Todd. This is Pokeathlon, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah. I'm probably not gonna do it right now, but I at least want to get the initial part of this out of the way. Please stop calling me bud. I am I am a schoolgirl. Hey, you call me that? Alright. Supposedly, I can get a Vulpix. That's not Vulpix. I'm gonna do something real quick. Give me a second. And it's morning now. I think this thing can learn growl, that's why I'm doing this. And it still didn't work. Or was it not growl 4? Growl. Don't kill it. I have an idea. Just, when it evolves, it'll make more sense. What? What moves do you even have? Oh, I did know lore. Got really lucky, okay. Yeah, I actually haven't said much in a while. But it's not the worst thing in the world considering a lot of this is getting edited out. I'm probably going to level up the Pokemon off camera. Because, hold on. I would like to get these 3 up to more or less around where Todd is. Maybe not exactly, but close. Yeah, I'll probably do that off, or like, I mean, whether it's on or off camera doesn't really matter because it would have gotten edited out anyways. What I'm saying is I'm going to end the recording. Now, I mean, you'll find out when the video goes live, but I don't know how I'm going to put these episodes together because this doesn't feel like a proper place to end it off. Unless maybe I cut it off earlier and I'm saying this in the middle of episode 2. That would be funny, I think. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, I forgot, it's been a couple of days since I recorded. Hope we're back. Hold on. Yep, here's the team guide, everyone up to level 4, or 24. Anyways, back to the real game. Once again, actually there's pretty much all the points are localized within this corner. But just for, I don't know, the sake of something, I'll mark out all of this. Actually, hold on. Given that there are 3 Voltorbs and 4 points, these all have to be Voltorbs actually. Oh, actually, wait, no, it could be a 1. That was... Yeah, that could have been bad. Anyways, this should be safe. Oh, okay, a lot of points in this one. Okay, everything in this row is everything in these. I'm saying row. That was a column. This is a row. But this way is row. And then everything right here. That means the remaining points all have to be within here. So say, given that this is they all add up to 10, so that means, let's say, that means 3 of these have to add up to 7. What combination gets you there? 2 3s and a 1, 2 2s and a 3. That's it. And given that, again, I think that means both of these have to be a 3? I think that's how that works. Okay. Now let's see, this adds up to 4 with 2 electrodes. That means one of these needs to be a 2. It's most likely this one, just due to this one having the higher points. Actually, in fact, hold on. Given that this is 3, there's 2 electrodes. 3 plus 1 plus 1 would equal 5. In fact, it can't. So yeah, this is the last safe one. Okay, that didn't give me nearly as much data for this one, so we're probably gonna have to make some guesses. I don't feel like thinking, so we're just gonna say okay, and then we're gonna say cool. Yeah, can you give me an easy one? Or another hard one? Okay, cool. I'm gonna do something crazy. Yeah, it's called throwing the game. Okay, take me back to one's easy. I'm not very much in the mood for thinking right now. There's no points left here. No points left here. Okay. Wait. Actually, wait. Okay. Okay. I feel I feel like these both have to be 3s. Oh, that was it? Okay. I'm gambling. Cool. Okay, wait, hold on. I don't know, yeah, it's like, but hopefully if you can keep track of how I've solved this in the past, is because when you have 3 Voltorbs, there has to be a 3 in there, and because we have found a 3, that means nothing of value is anywhere else. Now, 4 with 2 means that one of these has to be a 2, given that nothing else can have a 2. 5 with 2 means that, means this, unfortunately. And then 7 and 1 also means there can be a, or I'll use that as the, alright, 6 with 2 means, it also means this. Okay, so that's all the, now, you know, unfortunately if I wanted to solve this without guessing, I have to, like, go through, like, every single combination and permutation, which I don't want to do. So, for the first time in this recording session, I'm just going to hope that this is not a Voltorb. Okay, cool, that actually should be enough to solve everything, because I think that means this has to be a 2. Oh, it could be a 3. Oh, at least it wasn't a 1. Or at least it wasn't a Voltorb. Okay. Yeah, that means what? Yeah, okay. I got the math. I got the math slightly, or I miscounted. I think I was calculating for 6 and 1, but it's okay. Okay. Now, given that this is a 2, if this was a 3, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6 plus 1, that, okay. Actually, hold on, but let's say this is, if this is a Voltorb, 1 plus 2, I'm assuming max value here, 1 plus 2, 3 plus, what I'm getting is this should be safe. And I think that means this has to be a 1 now. Because 3, 2, 1, 6 plus, yeah. Which means that this one should be safe. Yeah. This, okay, this is, yeah, this one sucks. So, which is the, I think the least likely space to blow me up is this one. That doesn't help. The next least likely space, this one. Yeah, I have a real talent to find the 1 Voltorb in this intersection. Or like the, like, bruh. Yeah, I'm thinking about it right now. I'm not sure if I've ever solved level 4. I got close at one time, but I don't think I've ever solved level 4. Okay, given that there's a 2 right here, yeah, none of these can be 3s. Now we learned from last time that that can very much be the case, except it can't because of that, which means that's 6 with 2. Let's see, 1, 2. Actually, right, this actually almost necessarily has to be the case. Point is, I think both of these are safe. What? Okay. Again, 4 with 3, that means that. Actually, given that we already found them one. And it can't be a, this has to be a Voltorb, because there can't be a 3-tier alt. This one is. Yeah. Now the only place with points left is this one. So I went ahead and checked, but everything else I had cleared. Where? This one sucks. I actually need to take a guess. Here. Okay, that's helpful. Okay, given that this is 3. I'm taking another guess. That doesn't help. Crap. That doesn't help me at all, actually. Oh wow, this is so little data for whatever. This one should be safe. Okay, well now we know that this is either a Voltorb or a 2. That's what that tells us. Give me data, please. Okay. That means this one has to be a Voltorb 3. That's what that means. Now, can this be a 3? Because if we cover up 2, this cannot be a 3. That means this has to be a Voltorb. Which means... Oh wait, no, that one has 2. That means that, hey, it lets me solve that one. Cool. Now, 5, 3, 5, 2, means that this one has to be a Voltorb? This one should be safe. Yeah, and just to, oh wait, no, that one still has 2, okay. Yeah, just once I want to say, oh yeah, this one definitely has to be a Voltorb, and then just big dick, and flip over all the tiles, because I know that they're safe, but I've only found 2 Voltorbs. Let's see. There's nothing left here. Now, okay, so 1, assuming the Voltorb is in one of these, 1 plus 1 plus 2, 4. Does this have to be the Voltorb? Because these three need to add up to 5, or actually no, two tiles need to add up to 5. And the only two numbers that add up to 5 of these three are 2 and 3. Which means that, and because this can't be a 2 or 3, I think this means this has to be the Voltorb. Which means boom and boom. Hold on. Okay. I need some data. Okay, cool. Is that enough to solve it? Yeah, because it means this also has to be a 3. Now, given that's a 3, cover up 2, any random 2. What gets you to 6? What's 2? A 2 and 1. So it means that means that. It also means that I think this one has to be safe because 5. I think that means this is probably a 2. I'm thinking 2, 2. I'm thinking these are both 2s. And this is a 1. Oh, wait. Let's complete shot in the dark. Because the same could also be true, like for this one, because... Oh, that's so annoying. It's a 50-50. Where? On the bottom. What? You didn't hear it. That means this has to be a 2. That means that, and this should be a 3. I guess it wasn't actually 50-50, they were both safe. This is the reality of the situation, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 50-50. Three. Yep. Oh, giving me a freebie on level 4? Three? Plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. Okay, so this can be that. Yeah, 10 and 1 doesn't help me as much as I would like it to. Now what if I were to just assume that the Voltorb's here and just flip all over of these, huh? Yeah. Now if I assume both of these are Voltorbs, fortunately that doesn't help me eliminate much. I think this is solved though. Oh, solved in air quotes. Which means I'm back down here. Welcome back to everybody's favorite game show, the 50-50. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. What is it, 50-50? Is this a 3? Oh. Please be a 2. Oh, great. Well, at least it was safe. That means that's a 1. Which means this one's safe? Oh, I beat level 4! I think that's the first time I've ever been level 4. Okay. Surely. Cool. Like my 8-1 cross with 8-1. Like, surely. Actually, this almost necessarily has to be a 3. This has to be a 3. Now, you cover up 2. Yeah, the rest. That's. Yeah. I assume this is Voltorb, this is Voltorb, and then there's some. Maybe this is Voltorb. Basically, what I'm saying is, can I assume this, that, and that? Let's find out. Okay, well, let's, the last of these have to add up to 4. Which means 2 and 2 is, or 2 and 3, but this can't be a 3. It could be 1. Oh, wait, I have to remember. I'm assuming this is a Voltorb, that could still be a 1. Point is, this is probably safe. Now 5 and 2 means bonk. Means that. Okay, so what hasn't been solved yet? There's still a 2 here, and then there's still whatever the fuck here. Okay, well, if I assume both of these are Voltorbs, yeah, it's likely that this is safe, but it's not guaranteed, which makes me a little, makes me, I'm not too happy about that. But fuck it. That's actually what I was hoping for, because it means this, and it means that. Okay, we're on level 6. Oh, yeah, well. Well, we made it all the way to level 6. This is a new record for me. And it also means I gave it to King. And we're gonna call him as a symbol. So right now, I don't know how long it'll take me to beat this whole game, but unfortunately, I'll come to a point where, it's time to draw a thumbnail for these videos, and yeah, that part's gonna suck, because like like just looking back on like literally even the thumbnail for my most recent thumbnail, bro, I am so shit at art. No, there's not more to it than that. It's like not surprising to me that my shit doesn't get much attention when I post it, because it's not very good. Like, although at the same time it does. Like, I don't know, like realizing how shit my art is does kind of make me want to, draw again to try and improve. But of course that feeling lasts up until I start working on the new piece, and then I'm like, damn, this looks like ass. What am I doing? That's the thing for another day. I think I don't know if I edited that part out or not. But I at some point I brought up how like the original idea was just when I start YouTube channel was step one, just post a bunch of cryptic and mysterious videos. Step two was, once people were interested, I didn't really plan this out too well. I don't know if you can tell. But then yeah, step two was I think the pilot was supposed to be cryptic videos, less cryptic videos, and then kind of what I'm doing right now. This was step three. I kind of skipped a step because who cares? But the reason I bring this up is because, listen, I had a lot of ideas. Well, one of which was there's a when it comes to the DS, I think with the exception of maybe Steam now, because I have a lot of games on Steam, but it's the console I have the most games for, because it's what I grew up with. I grew up on the DS. And there's so many games on the DS that I feel just kind of are underrated, went underappreciated. So one of my ideas was to play some of these more obscure titles that I really enjoy. Show them the love that they were denied back in 2009 or whatever they came out. Of course, the thing about playing obscure titles and trying to give them more attention is that no one really gives me any attention, which means it's kind of like a match made in heaven. But it also means the love that I want to show it. It's it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? If I want to say, hey guys, look at this cool game, guys, and there's no one there listening. That being said, I probably still will do that, just fuck it. But it's it'd be more effective if I had a decent size. I don't even care about being big right now. I just care about having an audience. I have one dude right now. Actually, speaking of vines, I think I ended up losing 2 subscribers after posting my last video, which I don't really particularly care because like I have 60 something subscribers, but like, what's even the point if they don't watch me? But yeah, like it's something I thought about way when I was like, I don't know, 11 years old, and I first had the idea to start a YouTube channel. I was like the sub count, it's cool, but I feel like the view count is what really matters. Like I'd much rather have like someone who, like something I used to do a lot where I would watch YouTube not logged into my account, so I couldn't subscribe to channels. But internet cookies still exist, so YouTube still knew which channels I wanted to see. And so I was an avid viewer, but I wasn't a subscriber. And like I'd much rather have that, a lot of like avid viewers as opposed to subscribers. Of course, right now I have neither, but yeah. Another thing that I'm not sure if I've mentioned this in the past, but I don't know if it was in a recording that ended up getting lost or not. I don't remember. But I kind of feel like a little, like, I feel like when it comes to topic conversations, there always ends up being one of, I talk, everything I talk about can get lumped into one of two things. Either I'm talking about my own channel, or I don't know, some like sad shit. It's like in hindsight, like when I think of like it's the kind of thing every time I finish one of these videos in hindsight, I'm like, is this really all that entertaining to listen to? And then I say fuck and upload the video anyways. Oh yeah, I'm circling back to a previous topic, but so I've said it sometime in the last recording, and I've said it in previous videos as well, but I always I always like go on a topic or whatever, and then sort of cut myself short and say I'll leave more details for a later video. That's because again, I have a lot of ideas when starting a channel. I think I mentioned this before. Again, it might have got lost. It might have been as part of the lost media. But like, I took a lot of inspiration, or like, at first I was really, the albums I was with is what inspired me to even consider YouTube in the first place. So anytime I'm like, I'll leave this for a later video, that's because I almost, like, I have certain stories that I almost wanted, like, dedicate an entire, video like that to. Now, whether or not that'll ever actually happen, who knows. As much as I want to talk about it, it's very likely I will take all of these stories to my grave. Something I should also mention, because I didn't mention it at the start of the video, or the start of this whole thing, and I probably should have, is why I'm playing specifically Soul Silver and not like Heart Gold. And the answer is because as a kid I played Soul Silver before I played Heart Gold. Why? I think I just thought Soul Silver sounded cooler. Like the name Soul Silver was cooler than the name Heart Gold. I think that was my reasoning as a kid. I was in my first grade. I just realized, well, I spelled Goldcore's name normally. I'm gonna go back and put it in all uppercase, the way Pokemon names are normally stylized. Yeah. As a kid, I played this game first, and yeah, the only way I'm ever gonna replay specifically like I replayed Heart Gold a couple years ago. I don't remember. I couldn't tell you how long it's been. Like long enough that I've kind of forgotten a lot, but not so long that I forgot how to play Voltorb. But the thing is, like, Pokemon is the type of game that only gives you one save file, And what's more is, if I remember correctly, it saves the data to the system directly. So like you can't do like there were certain games back on the DS where you could just, like the save file was with the cartridge itself. And if I remember correctly, Pokemon doesn't do that. Could be wrong. But anyways, all this is to say, like my save data on Pokemon Soul Silver is like I had a friend back in 2nd grade, like best friend, you know, ride or die type shit. And because of some, like his mom was, she worked for the school, and because of some weird budget cut bullshit, she ended up losing her job. And so bro has to ended up moving to Oklahoma because I think that's where his dad found work there, or something like that. So so yeah, I'm left without a friend now. So that was that. But the reason I bring this up is because before he left, he traded to my Pokemon Soul Silver save file. He traded me Suicune because I fucked up with capturing Suicune on my Soul Silver save file. I let it escape. Empoleon, which when he traded to me, it was at like level 77 or 78, something around there. But I ended up using that Pokemon so much, it was the first Pokemon I ever got to level 100. So if I ever play Diamond and Pearl, I'm going to be a Piplup user. I'm telling you all right now. I'm choosing. I'm Team Piplup. But that's a different topic. Yeah, he traded me Suicune, Empoleon, and Palkia. Like, and when I say he traded, I mean like I gave him something like Krabby. I gave him like Krabbies and Magic cards just because I needed something to trade him. Like they were actually just like going away presents from him. So all this is to say that if I ever want to replay Pokemon Soul Silver, I either need a new cartridge or a very official Nintendo DS like I'm using right now. My Heart Gold save file, I don't have nearly as much of an emotional attachment to. So yeah, that one I'll gladly reset and replay. Of course, I don't have it with me currently, which is no. Even if I did have my DS with me right now, I don't have a capture card for it. And fuck me if I'm spending money to make a YouTube video. I don't know what. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. What level does this? I'll probably start grinding once this thing evolves, unless it's something like level 30, in which case I don't want to grind that long. Oh, I'm out of Dragon Rage. Okay. Just as well, I need a Pokemon Center to get my Dragon Rage back. I'm looking it up as I'm healing. Level 30, okay, well, yeah, I'll get close, but I'm not, I took a screenshot for it. Yeah, I'll get close, but I'm not grinding all the way to level 30 right now. Also, actually, considering how... I know the Sudowoodo fight's coming up, which is annoying. But how much health does it have? Can I just... I don't want to kill it, but if Dragon Rage gets it down to like 1 or 2 HP or something. Maybe I should look up. Actually, no, that's kind of lame. I'll leave Voltorb as like my... If things are going really bad, I'll probably just have to take down the Sudowoodo. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna say this now as a foreshadowing for later. If you never played Pokemon Soul Silver, once we get we're a ways away from that part of the game. So, but the Whirlpool Island section took me. I was stuck on that for so long as a kid because I was just genuinely lost. I genuinely did not know where to go. Like by accident, almost I stumbled into the right cave. So like or, I don't know, a tertiary reason for me playing this right now is like I'm doing it for real this time. No accidents. We're like it's probably again the game's made for children. There's no way it was as hard as I thought it was as a kid. I will say that. I think I mentioned this before, but it's bears repeating. Like there's a decent chance that if my channel ever gets attention, I might just straight up have to delete it. Well, I mean, I guess I never have to, but like just think about back on all the stuff I said. Like, I mean, it's definitely not as cringe as some other YouTubers' early videos, but they have the excuse that they basically like, bro, I'm too fucking old to be whining the way I do. Like it's something I think about a lot. It's like, there's people on here, right? They're telling, a lot of brave people out here coming out telling their stories about like, so here's the story of how my parents abused me, or some shit like that. Some actual real problems, right? And I'm over here like, guys, sometimes I'm sad. I feel like the two aren't very equivalent. But yeah, it's like that type of shit where it's like I almost feel like I don't have like the right to complain about shit. Of course, it's not like I say all that, but I still complain about plenty of stuff in this video. I do want to like dial it back, because I mean I'm torn. Because like on the one hand I think like, okay, let me like try to dial it back, because like this shit it ain't that serious. But on the other hand, it's like let's say again, glass half full. Eventually someone finds my channel. Because the shit I talk about is like kind of more general problems I feel like everyone deals with. Maybe someone out there can relate. In which case, then there is some value in talking about this type of shit. Shout out to this guy on this DS. I think the only person I ever did Pokemon battles with was that one friend I was talking about earlier who traded me all the stuff. Because like, it's like it wasn't until like maybe I don't know when, but like growing up, like Nintendo, like at least I think it was mostly just a regional thing where I grew up. So like Nintendo shit didn't seem to be all that popular. Like for me, like growing up, like it was like there was like people who played like Nintendo shit. Well, to be fair, everyone had DS at some point, but that was back in like first grade. By third grade, everyone's like it's Xbox 360 time. And so like everyone in my classes at least is all just talking about how like after school they're going to get on COD. And of course Call of Duty is very violent, so I was never allowed to play it. Which also means that I didn't really have a reason to ever get an Xbox. I was never really interested in it because I knew, well, what game? I'm not allowed to play any of the big titles. so that's why I stuck with Nintendo. Um, so it was like me, like I had the friend group I knew who was like also like kind of like stuck to like Nintendo shit. It was fairly small. It was only like maybe like 4 or 5 of us, including me. So the point is like, growing up, I didn't realize how popular Nintendo like actually was. Of course, then you get a little older, on YouTube and everything. It's like, oh, okay, no, Nintendo actually is pretty big. Of course, it didn't help my situation back in school because I'm still the one. It's something I've been thinking about more recently. Like, I wonder how different. Like let's say my parents were a little more lenient and actually slam. But isn't that the move that gets stronger based on your weight? Power 80 power, 75 accuracy. Nah. If it was 100% accuracy, I would have taken it, but 80 power for 75 doesn't seem that worth. Anyway, back on top. Yeah, it's something I've been thinking about more. Like if I had been allowed to, play like games like Call of Duty and Halo, and I was able to like join in on my classmates who were like playing in parties together. Like, how differently would I have turned out? Because it would have led to me being like closer friends with all of them than I like maybe would have ended up actually keeping in touch with people past high school. Like, I remember in the elementary school days, I always complained to my mom that like the neighborhood I grew up in, it was an older neighborhood. And by that I mean like people that were like literally old. It was like no one around was my age. Like they're great neighbors, nice people, all that. But it's like bro, y'all have been retired for like 10 years, and I'm not even 10 years old. Like, all this to say is like I said this before, but it bears repeating. Yeah, I grew up. I was fairly isolated growing up. Some of it is my parents' fault. Some of it is just kind of just the circumstances. Like when my mom was picking a house or like a location to build a house, she was not thinking, oh yeah, in 20 years I'm going to have a kid and I should build a house in a neighborhood with other kids. She was thinking, I need a place to fucking live. But it's like, yeah, but it's like, I couldn't play online because of, yeah, I think I can explain why. And there wasn't anyone around me, so I grew up by my fucking self. Like when I wasn't at school, I was by my fucking self. And even at school, I always felt like I was kind of alone. Because a lot of the friends I'm talking about here were in a different class than me because I was in the advanced class. Yay. Is there an item that makes it so that you only encounter a certain type of Pokemon? I feel like there is. But I also feel like you get that really late in the game. The reason I'll say is because, like, if I could, I'd like to just be fighting Drowsy because they give like twice as much XP as the other Pokemon you can encounter. At least in that specific patch of grass. Yeah, So this past week I had some tests, and I think I did fine. The the thing is though, like they still like took time, for studying, which means it was just annoying because like I could have been playing Pokemon. Like I don't know what it is about this game for me. Like even just like the repetitive grinding, I still find enjoyable. Like doing this, like run around, random encounter, hit Dragon Rage, repeat for I've been doing it for like half an hour. Meanwhile, in a lot in other video games, my patience for tedious bullshit is very low. But I don't know, something about Pokemon lets me tolerate it. Alright, now that we're done with the grinding, it's time for not the pseudo Ludo still. Putting that thing off as long as I can, even though I don't know, there's not really any reason to put it off. It's time traveling frowned upon in Pokemon? Because if it is, listen, I can wait. I think I want power. Because I looked at the stats for Todd real quick, and he looked to be really good in power. No idea about anyone else, but. Stamina. Okay, Ditto's apparently good at power. No power, no power. Okay, we're gonna be friend. Yeah, friend's gonna be the weak link, but hopefully Todd can carry. Okay, hopefully time travel. Like I can easily justify wanting to time travel. Listen, like I can't be playing every single day of the week. I just like I got things going on in life. Wish I didn't. I wish I could play the game the way it was intended, but unfortunately that's just not. That's just not realistic. So yeah, I'm good at time travel. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really cool. Like as a kid, I think like, I'll split. The way I always played as a kid is I just wouldn't switch. Judging based on the top, I think I tied or. Oh no, I won. Not by a lot, but I won. I don't remember this one. I remember Block Rush. How does this one work? Oh. Okay. Oh, he didn't. Didn't count. Bro, good. I'm not doing good. Can you please get to the... Oh god. Dude, I did. Oh, yeah, that was probably really bad. I probably got last. Okay, I didn't get last, but it was pretty close to last. No, no, no! Bro. Bro, move the. They're not moving the way I want them to move the way. To move the thing to the thing, and they go to the. God, please. Friend, please. God, okay. Bro. 0 points. I think Deus might be last or third. Am I gonna get in trouble for the name of the ditto? Please, I'm too early I'm too early in this YouTube shit. Let me try stamina, cause it looks like I actually had decent stamina mons. Yeah, you got decent stamina. You got amazing stamina. Wait, what the fuck is this? Wait, is this? Oh, is this one? Oh. Oh. Oh, come on. I think I did pretty good. Oh, I did, yeah. Relay run assistance. Okay, this. Actually, toss point would be really bad at this one. Go! 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 Well. Are you just not registering my hello? Yeah, there's no way I did all that well considering how. It was like it was like this, not reading my mouse. Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, that was nowhere near as good as last time because, dude, why is this thing like that? Yeah, I know the quarter's like giga-fucked, but like, come on. Okay, hopefully my amazing performance in the first game can carry me the first year. Okay, I think I'll keep doing stamina. Looks like I have a good team for stamina. It's like not registering my tablet. And I would very much like to register my tablet because it's the closest I have to like the actual touchscreen. You know, like we can all agree, drawing tablet, using a drawing tablet as the touchscreen is pretty close. Damn. Bro, it's like, oh, hello? Alright, good thing I have a mouse. Okay, that was much worse than last time. What the fuck? Bro, why is... Hold on, what if I like unpluggy, repluggy? Alright, cool. There we go. Go. Stop running into the thing! How big is that fucking hitbox? Ah, you got it. Okay, go. Go up. Bruh. Okay, this one I should be able to do well as long as... Alright, I should... I mean, maybe for variety's sake I should try the other courses. I'll do stamina one more time, then I'll do the others. Actually, no, I'll just do the others right now. Let's not do the ones that I have decent stats for. I don't think I got good ones for skill or jump right now. Speed, you're fast. You're really fast, but... I mean, I guess as long as I have you in my party, might as well. Okay, I'm trying this again with my drawing tablet and stylus. Please work. Okay, Alright, what? Why are the... See the hurt? Oh, wait, oh, I see the... I'm getting tripped up by playing this on an emulator. This is Nintendo's revenge. Because it's like normally you would have like there'd be like you know like the DS thing. Oh wait, I'm supposed to manage all of these guys. Oh, I thought they were the... Oh, hey, can I restart? Can I restart, guys? Can I restart? I want to restart. Guys, can I restart? I want to restart. I want to restart. Can I restart? Okay, I actually didn't do that bad compared to everyone else, considering I was completely drunk. But I thought that was I did pretty awful. No, I'm not gonna lie, but alright. Okay, come on, work this time. Work this time. Then we go down. We go back up. Then we swap. You got it. Okay, go. Hey, get out of my way! Okay. Squeaked in one last lap. I guess crazy that I won that considering how hard I threw the first game. Also, I'd like to point out that the stylus actually cooperated with me at the last game, and you see that I got 14 laps. I tried jump course. I don't think. I don't know how good my mods are for jump course, though. I don't think they're very good. Let's see. Actually, you're decent at jump. Hold on. Is that... Okay, you're... Okay. I'll take friend because speed and jump, I think... Like, friend's pretty fast, and then with a jump course... Bro. It's not doing that. You see me... let me... Good thing I have a mouse. Okay. I'm just not even gonna bother with the stylus. Let's go. Hello? Am I clicking on the wrong spot, though? That seemed pretty. That looked. I think that was pretty bad. Oh, never mind. What the fuck? What the fuck were you two doing? Okay. I'm gonna fuck this one up this time. Actually, I probably still will because playing this on emulator is kind of a trippy experience. This is really hard to manage. Okay, Larry, you're done with the course. I jumped way too early there. Another one I haven't done is the skill. With the tab that cooperates, I can fucking win one of these. I think the problem is the wire. Might need to connect this thing. I can Bluetooth it, I might have to. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm doing skill, right? Let's see. You at least have 3 stars. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? I mean, you're a good all-rounder, so yeah. I don't remember this minigame. What the? Oh. That was probably bad, I imagine. Only 11 points. It did take me a second to remember how to play that one though. Yeah, that was bad. Goldenrod, oh, but. Bro, what are you doing? Go this way. Go. I'll score on myself if it means they don't get points. I got 2 points. And what they get? Probably more than that. Never mind. Yeah, that's the power of scoring on yourself. You deny everyone else the opportunity to get points. Oh, get the flag. Thank you. Okay. Get fucked. I don't think I have enough points to outbeat that guy. Yeah. One more event and then we'll get out of here. Stam. Alright. Wait, I set my team for power and I'm doing stamina. Yeah, whatever, we just need 200 points. Hopefully that wasn't up to, I forgot, I didn't see who was in first. I was in first place for a while there. Hopefully I stay in first. Bro. Okay, wait, this is kind of a shutout right now. Okay, you're not as strong, but it's alright, this pod should be good. Bro, this is just an absolute shutout. We're breaking 400. Well, that was pretty fun. I have the points for it, might as well. Oh, I only get one day? Man. Lame. Anyway. Yeah, we're going to... The whole reason for that entire excursion. Now... What's the, up? Shouts to time travel up on the top. Anyway, I was looking at the stats. Anyways, alright, that's enough putting it off. It's time to... Actually, maybe I should lead with, being a fire tech. I haven't spent a lot of time in the national park, that's why I want to. Oh, okay, I got this. That's actually, yeah, that's the item I was looking for earlier, and that's gonna become relevant fairly soon, I think. I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but so like in this game, you run into a wall, right? It makes a sound that tells you, "Hey, yo, you're running into a wall." Fucking wander off. I'm trying to talk here. Shut. Yeah, so can I. Why did I get so many people's phone numbers? Anyways, but yeah, as a kid, what I would do is like you see how, okay, well I failed it literally every single time there, but that's such a good example. I would try to, I would entertain myself by going around corners and trying not to make a sound. Such a simple thing, but as a kid, this was peak entertainment. Anyways, I think there's mostly bugs in the tall grass here. I'm not particularly interested. Unless, is this guy a trainer? Hey, yo, buddy, you trying to fight? Hey, he is. At this point, I'm just adding everyone into my contacts list. Hey, are you trying to fight? Guess not. Oh, the Pokewalker. I think I put a singular Krabby in my Pokewalker just to like try it out. Because I don't know, as a kid that shit was too complicated for me. I do remember, I didn't, not having my DS at school because my mom didn't let me bring my DS to school. But I do remember bringing my having my Pokewalker with me. And just messing with the Krabby and the Pokewalker. And this dude really got range. Yo, crazy thought, but was the Pokewalker like the trial run for Pokemon Go? I think until the bug catching contest, that's pretty much all there is to do in National Park. Well, that and just chill out to the music. Do you have anything to say to me? Oh. Should I do the bug catching contest? What do I get for the bug? Man, I'm not sure. Okay. Oh wait. Oh wait, I can't. Okay, Scyther's cool. I won't be able to evolve it because it's a. If I remember correctly, it's a trade evolution. Sure. I'll burn it and then I'll try to catch it. Okay, this ain't better than a Pokeball now though. Otherwise, it's just gonna straight up die. Bro, get in the Pokeball if you get the Pokeball if you want to live. Yeah, no, I think Scyther's stronger than Kakuna, so free XP. Oh, level 15 better than that. How do we determine strength? Because, I mean, level 15 is bigger than level 14. So I think Scyther is generally a stronger Pokemon than Venonat. Okay. I probably attacked it more than I probably should have. Yes. Okay, look, I have to retire just because I got poisoned. Can I not go into my bag and heal? Whatever. I'll call it there. Oh yeah, shit show. Sure. I'm calling you HM, but this time it means honorable mention, you know, because we didn't win. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna head back to Goldenrod and heal up real quick. Yeah, I'm agree. I don't think as a kid, wait, huh? Isn't there an item? Oh, wait. Wrong video game. Even as a kid, I don't think I don't remember ever doing well in the bug catching contest. I don't know what the parameters are for. It's like catch the strongest Pokemon. Is it just highest level? What's or is it like base stats? Because I'm sure the stats on a Pinsir are better than the stats on a Venonat. Or should I have kept the Scyther? Because I think the Scyther has better stats than a Venonat. Okay. Speaking, I was just thinking about the Scyther and it being a trait evolution. It's like, as a kid, hearing about trait evolution, that's also synonymous, like for me that was synonymous with ain't gonna fucking happen, because that means, you know, having friends. And I already explained why that wasn't happening. Alright. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Wait, so, but like, since coming to like college and, you know, mentioned earlier, there's like some real Pokemon fans here. As in, like, they understand, like, the competitive scene, and, like they understand it at that level. Bro, my ass is just spamming foot. I just pick strong move and spam it. It's like, with you, I'm going to spam flamethrower. Wait. The thing is, like, when, like every time there's like a new Pokemon game every year, so like every single time every new Pokemon game came out, I always see people like in the group chat or on Discord or whatever saying, "Hey, yo, I got anyone with the other version want to help like trade me some shit, like you know, it's like a collab. They like collaborate with the other people to try to you know, fill out their Pokédex." Which, like, as a kid, like, filling out the Pokédex was like, I felt impossible. Yeah, I guess it's time to find the Sudowoodo. Level 20. That's about what I expected. Alright, let's just burn this thing off the bat. And okay, cool. Also, it knows Rock Throw. I need to get the fuck out of here. Let me just hit it with both of these. Should make this fight easier. Okay, I think it's rock. Hold on, let me just quick attack it. It should be weak. Yeah. Okay, let's quick attack again. Okay, if its burn puts it into red, I'm gonna try. Okay, cool. I'm gonna start chucking Pokeballs at it. Oh, I only got 2 Ultras. If I remember correctly, this thing has a high catch rate, or low catch rate. It doesn't like to get put in a Pokeball, that's what I mean. Yeah. This thing's just gonna die to its burner. Hey, yo. Hey, but oh, I meant to. Buddy, you got. This is your own. It's this or death. All right. Smart Sudowoodo. I remember that fight being a lot more annoying as a kid, but that's also because I don't think I tackled that thing with the Ninetales and burned it before. Yeah, we're gonna call you, Procrasti. No. We'll call you. Call you Birch. Because it's like bitch, but you know, it's like a tree and it's like a tree. That's not how you spell birch. I think that's correct. Birch. Oh, I just remember. Hold on, I have a side quest. Also, hold on, berry pot. I think that's in key item. Because I remember. But yeah, there's coming up pretty soon, I think, like up on the route kind of to the north. There's a there's like a farm and there's like a sycamore and you have to feed a bunch of orangeberries. I said Moomoo, Milk Tank. I think it's called. I think it's Moomoo was the name of the farm or some shit. It's also the name of a Mario Kart track. Wait, I lost my train of thought. Let me get back on my train of thought. So like I was mentioning the like how my friends will just like, you know, collaborate to give each other Pokemon, help them fill out the Pokédex or whatever. Where was I? Wait, can I read this? Huh. Yeah, surely that's not a felony in Pokemon Land. Where was I supposed to take this? I think he said Route 31. But anyway, it just, like on that topic of conversation, I don't know how many of y'all remember this, but back when Sora released in, like for, like the Sora DLC released for Smash, in order to get, seriously, what was the purpose of rock smashing that? Just so I could headbutt a tree? Are you the guy? Where do I get this letter to? I actually didn't know. See, Ma, video games weren't a waste of time. I learned something. Anyways, Sora released for Smash, right? And then, like, the only way to get, like, what was it, Simple and Clean or something? So, like, the Swing Remix? Or was it Jelly Blow? Which one? One of those songs. But you had to like buy like the Kingdom Hearts rhythm game or some shit. So, but being being in a college town, some dude was just going around. He bought it from Walmart or like rented it from something. He got a copy of the game in question. He was going around saying, "Hey, y'all want the song?" He was just letting people put the cartridge in their Switch real quick. Because you just need to like play for like 5 minutes to get save data. So shout out to that guy. No idea what his name is. I don't think I've even seen him since. And we're here to critique. Huh? Oh, it's this. Oh, this is where I meet them. And then if I remember correctly, now that we have met Bill, you thought we were if we were progressing past Goldenrod today, yeah, you were mistaken. Alright, so that's about I think a 12.5% chance for an EV to be yeah. EVs are usually meant. Now, you might be wondering why the fuck I named this one. My favorite character from Love Life. Actually, hold on. But also, once you see my evolution of choice, it'll make a little more sense. If you can't already guess what I want to name it. What the fuck is it? Yeah. Alright. Now, this is how you become friends with your Pokemon. I mean, it makes sense for Goldenrod. Like, it's the biggest city in Johto, so it makes sense that, like, there's so much stuff here. Pokemon, you know, they got the Pokemon daycare right there. It's like there's a lot of really convenient things that are really close together here in Goldenrod. Like a nice big road for me to run up and down on. Like this lady in here, right here, will let me know how the friendship level of my Pokemon. You know, the Pokemon daycare is down there. I'm probably not gonna end up using the Ditto that I got, but but if I did end up using it, like it'd be a fake name, right? People are gonna get mad at me for that name. I already know it. Yeah, I remember. They even got the level of detail on just the radio is like, why? That's what makes this game so good. Yeah, Max. They got the multiple radio dramas with like 12 episodes each or something. there's gonna be some dude in the comment section like, yep, they don't make a game like it no more. Like, bro, shut up and just enjoy what's I'm playing as hard as it is for me to say. This is a pretty old game now. Hold on, let me get that. And before this, I played an even older game. So I'm a fan of old things, but like, bro, the people who are like, they don't make new thing as good as old thing no more. Makes it hard for me to enjoy old thing. Cause it's like, bro, get your head out of it. Like just shut up. Let people enjoy things. Sound like old man screaming at cloud. Like as much as I like this game, like let's also. It's not like it's perfect. No game ever is. Like, for example, like I think in newer Pokemon games they finally got rid of it, but as of this, just this mechanic right here is just, of HMs, like you have to have a specific Pokemon or make sure, like your Pokemon can't know there's some moves your Pokemon just need to know in order for basic traversal. Or in my case, you have to dedicate a Pokemon to knowing all your moves and then have your Pokemon that you actually want to use for battle. Quite annoying, because especially considering the big appeal of this game is just picking the mons you like, making the team you want. But what's that's the appeal for me? Of course, this is a minor complaint compared to everything else I like about this game. Okay, so according to this thing right here, I need to walk 256 steps to get 1 happiness. And I need 250 total in order to get maxed out. Now, if I remember correctly from the last time I did this, I think one of these laps is like 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Yeah. Let's round it down to 80, because it means I need to do about, let's see, that's 80. It means that every 2 laps, so up and down, I should get 1 friendship. Now I know it has to be, based on what that lady told me, it has to be at least at 100 already. Which means 150, and yeah, 150 more times 4, that means, because that's 4, or actually we'll change to 300 laps, so we're gonna be here for a minute. Information, people are saying 2 times and 1.5 times, so let's assume it's the lower 1.5 times, so that means every 3, so that means every 12. Because it takes me 4 or 2 laps, so down, up, gives me, that's 1 lap. So 6 laps would normally give me, no, every 4 laps I get 3. Okay. So that means I need 33 times 420, 132 laps. There's some gross estimations going on there, but more or less. Actually, I'm cutting out most of this. I think this is a good place to cut recording.